Civil Liberties. I welcome all friends from the media to attend this press meeting with political party leaders and eminent citizens. In the background of the arrest of 83-year-old Father Stan, but also to condemn the illegal arrest of all the 16 activists who have been implicated in the Bhima Koregaon case, and to demand the release of all the arrested persons, and to create a citizens' platform involving political parties, social movements, trade unions, and others against the dreaded UAPA. For the last 6 years, we have seen a brazen abuse of the criminal laws of the country. Uh, False cases being filed, the CBI, the ED, the IT, and various other organs of the state being used in a very partisan manner, completely negating the very basic essence that they have to follow the constitution. They are instead following their master's voice. The acme of this is the Bhima Koregaon case, which started out as a incident that took place in Pune and in Bhima Koregaon, but subsequently has developed into a much wider issue, which has now become emblematic of the way the current central government uses the law and the enforcement agencies against citizens, not only to crush repress dissent and any questioning of the government, but also to ensure that no political opposition is formed on the side of the people in terms of raising human rights concerns. The brazen abuse has now reached such an extent that we are now living in a situation of not just imprisonment, torture, and forced confessions of people, but in a context of a humanitarian crisis that has enveloped the entire human rights community in India. It's also sparked off or triggered a constitutional crisis in which many institutions which are meant to safeguard the constitution are not performing their role and are in fact aiding in different ways the way by which the law has been used to shackle people and groups. It is in this context that POCL felt that it is important that we bring on our platform leaders of various political parties as also social movements to talk about the manner in which we are now living in a society where there's an undeclared emergency and a situation worse than an emergency in the country. The Bhima Koregaon case has become like a model to be followed in Delhi. It has also become a model that is now being followed, for example, in the Hathras case, where anybody raising any question, not remotely asking questions about the government, but even asking questions of accountability, are now blamed as being people who are being egged by people from outside and as working against the state. The UAPA's draconian provision exists in its bail law, by which it's almost impossible to be able to get bail. We might as well say that anybody arrested under UAPA will not get bail, because in reality, nobody gets bail. In an answer given by the Home Minister to Parliament a couple of months back, the statistics are very revealing that there has been a steady increase in the number of people from 999 people arrested under UAPA in 2016, going up to 1,554 in 2017 and 1,431 in 2018. The conviction rate is less than 25%. And even this conviction rate is a make-believe rate, because the actual figures are much, much lower. You also have in the situation that in almost 43% of the cases, charge sheets have taken more than a year or more than 2 years to be filed. And the figure goes on like this. So anybody who is now implicated under UAPA can as well forget that they will get bail until the trial is over. And the trial is going to be over 5, 6, 7, 8 years later. The imprisonment itself is a punishment that is given to them, even though in most of the cases, they are acquitted at the end. Friends, it is in this context that it is important for all of us who believe in the Constitution and the rule of law, who believe that draconian laws have no place in a constitutional democracy, that we come together to oppose the UAPA. We come together to demand the release of the people in the Bhima Koregaon case. And we also come together to raise larger issues of constitutional democracy. In today's meeting, we have a lineup of speakers from various political parties. I would just like to spell out certain basic ground rules. We have requested all the speakers to limit their speeches only to about 5 minutes. We know that they're all eminent speakers and eminent people whose experience are very valuable, but because of the large numbers of people, we are requesting them to speak only for 5 minutes. The members of the media, we request you, if you have questions to raise with the political parties, please use the chat, identify yourself by name and by the media agency you're coming by, and to whom you may want to ask a question in advance, because many of them are very experienced people. They look into the chat and they will reply to you. For the speakers, please forgive me if at the end of 4 minutes, I will just warn you that there's only 1 more minute left. And at the end of 5 minutes, I will request you to wind up so that there's more time for question and answers at the end. With that, I would now request my colleague, Mihir Desai, senior advocate from the Bombay High Court, and also the National Vice President of PUCL, to give us a briefing